Alright, here's the casting spots for big redfish. My casting spots, I don't know. Might work for you, might not. First place. Alright, so get out of there. Inventory. This is what I used. Only these two baits. The 23 foot, after the update, I think the 23 foot here at White Moose is best. 23 foot white and blue, and then 23 foot smoky. One's, I think one might be heavier. Let's take this off real quick. So, nope, they're both 6/7 ounce. So, the majority of them were caught on the white and blue. And then obviously you're at the dock here. 2-speed. And then there's a tree, the farthest tree down there. That's where you cast for trout during triple trout there and there. But the salmon is this little skinny little tree right there. Let me back out. Boom, right there. That's my first casting location. And then I'll just obviously just chuck that fucker out there. Boop, 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 boop. Casting, I turn sideways. Reel. And then jig it, jerk it, whatever you want to call it. Every so often on 2-speed. And the 23 footer seems to go right at the proper spot. I used to run the 16 foot, but now after the update, it just seems like everything gets it's too shallow and shit. So that's the first casting location. When they stop hitting there, I'll speed this up a little bit. When they stop hitting that spot, or if I don't get any hits or whatever at that little tree, like I don't do this precision aiming thing, I just throw in a general direction of it. Boom, wherever. By that kayak guy, the tree, whatever. Second spot, the prominent looking tree right in the middle between the two campfires. It's close to the left campfire, obviously. But that one, I throw in the general direction of that one. As far as I can. Get sideways. Crank her up. So I'm not in peak time or anything right now. I just fast forwarded it to 11 just so it was light out so you could see the casting spots. But do that, and then this is just how I retrieve it. 2-speed seems a little fast, but it's not. Definitely not. So then fast speed it up. Then they don't hit there at the prominent tree in the middle, well, closer to the left campfire. Then this tree in this area right there, it's not far off to the right from that little skinny first casting location, but that's another spot that I'll go to. Just throw in that general direction, retrieve it up. And then once I stop getting fish or whatnot, or even strikes, I'll swap back to there's a fish right there. I'll swap back to the, or not back to I'll swap to the smoky, 23 foot smoky. And then, usually they'll get a couple fish on that, and I'll just swap back and forth. Excuse me. And just hammer them. And sometimes if they're not, sometimes it's really weird. Like you can do the retrieve where you're retrieving this way and you're jerking it wham wham that way. But then sometimes, you take another, like let's cast out again. Like if you've been doing this way, jerking or whatever, sometimes I'll switch it up go the other side to the left. And sometimes it's the weirdest thing in the world. And sometimes that makes a difference because you're taking a separate little angle. There's a strike. But yeah, I caught during that contest. I caught 3 burbot, lake trout, and 2 splakes as well. They were all close in, like 40 to 30. But those are the spots. 1 prominent tree, 2 this little tree, or not tree, but these 2 little clumpy trees right there, not far to the right from the little skinny guy. So that's that. And then once they stop biting on the blue, or if they stop biting on smoky, whichever one you start. I always start out with the blue, but once they stop, swap it to the smoky, do it all over again. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, that's that. And I'm glad I caught an actual fucking fish during my little presentation. Otherwise, I'd feel stupid. But it's not even peak time yet. But yeah, hope you appreciate this, son of a bitch. You better take first too when you come do this one. It's at 3 in the morning, I think. The next one coming up. So let's see. I'm registered for it, but I'm not. It's at 3 a.m. I'm probably gonna be asleep. But then I gotta brag a little bit right here. '99th? What day is this? There. Oops. Brag a little about this one that I just did. Boom. It shows that any dumb son of a bitch can fucking win this contest. But the new character is definitely luckier than the other one. 2 firsts, 3 seconds, 3 thirds out of 45 competitions. That ain't half bad. Alright.